Welcome back to Sarah and Lee, and we are back in Sophia. There is no trip this time, but it is time to get her ready for her MOT. So today is Saturday, MOT is on Monday morning. So we're currently up at the storage place. We'll get packed up, get her on the move, get her home, and keep your fingers crossed for Monday. We've just had a look through the van. Everything in the engine looks all right, although we do look like we've had a bit of a leak on the back, so I guess I'll be looking at that at some point. But yeah, let's see if she starts and gets us home. Fingers crossed time. First time.
How long have we left her for?
It's been 3 or 4 weeks, I think, since we started her up last.
So I think we're going to drive her down the motorway for a bit, aren't we?
Yeah, going to give her a quick run out. Hopefully she'll pass the emissions test then.
So good morning, we are now on Sunday and the big clean starts to get Sophia ready for her MOT. Lee needs to wash the complete outside of her because she's been sat for a little while and has got lots of grime on her. The inside of Sophia is, you wouldn't want to stay in there for a weekend, put it that way. So we've got a busy day ahead to try and get Sophia through her MOT. We have found a leak, I will show you that. So there's a leak here, so the wood is completely soft. So Lee has done a repair on this before. As you can see, that piece of wood there has been repaired before, and all of this has been treated. So we're a little bit unsure where that leak has come from, but it looks like it's actually all of this kitchen area. So we're not going to look at that at the moment because we don't actually think Sophia is going to pass her MOT tomorrow. So we will look at that when we know what damage to our purses, wallet we get tomorrow. So today is literally just going to be cleaning her up inside and out, getting her ready for the MOT, and then fingers crossed it's not too expensive to get her fixed. And then we will need to look at that leak because that is a significant leak, which is not good. So this is what she looks like. So all of this needs to come off and be washed. All up there needs to be hoovered out. This all needs to be cleaned. As you can see, the dogs have got this area filthy. So this needs to be cleaned. And then the bathroom area is going to need a good wipe over. So yeah. Floor's going to need a big wash. As you can see, there's lots of marks. Don't know if you can see that. Lots of mud. So she's looking much nicer. She's had a really good scrub. Still waiting for the covers for the couch to be dry. As you can see, she's looking much nicer. Everything is good. Inside is clean. What's next, Mr. Bladen?
Well, I'm taking my shoes off before I do anything because I'm not a brave man. Looks lovely. Looks like it's ready for a trip.
I know. I was just telling them about the leak. I think it's actually quite a significant leak.
Have you shown it?
Yeah, I think I've shown it. I was saying that we had that leak before, but as you can see,
There's a soft patch there.
It's there, isn't it? I think it's that leak we had before. I showed them that repair. It's not, I don't know, it's a bizarre leak, isn't it?
So it just might be an extension of that. So that might have to come out and be marine plied, but we'll see. There's no point having a look at that, but it's not causing any major problems at the moment, he says.
So what's next? So she's all clean inside and out. I think actually we might have a leak in here as well. Up here, I think we've had a bit of a leak. We had a leak before, didn't we?
That's always been like that.
No, I'm on about this bit here.
Yeah, that's always been there.
Oh, okay, we don't have a leak there. What is the plan of action now?
So she's going to have a quick wash on the outside, just to smarten her up a bit. I'm going to have a quick look underneath at the oil leak. And let's see if I can wipe some of that clean. And then it's all in the hands of the MOT gods.
And I guess the things, so if she passes, she needs a whole repaint inside.
A refresh, yep.
She needs a repaint outside.
Yeah, we want to go back to the original, don't we?
She's got a lot of rust on her outside.
some rust repairs on the wings, and the grey waste tank needs to be dropped and repaired or replaced.
And obviously we need to we'll replace this window. So she's got quite a lot of expensive jobs on it if she passes. Do you think she's going to fail on the oil leak?
I think she'll fail on the oil leak, and that's potentially an expensive repair. So that's where we got a question whether we carry on with her or call it a day. Because the oil leak, where the first mechanic thought it was, means a lot of the engine's got to come out. So it's not an expensive repair, but it's expensive in time. And you have to wonder whether we carry on with that or whether we say that we've had good times in that and that's enough. But we'll see.
Right, so you can get off cleaning outside of the van.
I think you said we then.
Oh. Right.
So here we go, it is time. We've done what we can do this weekend. Now it's time to go to the garage and see what the MOT man says. I don't know. Nervous?
Yes, we did a light test yesterday, didn't we? And the lights worked sometimes and then didn't.
So we fiddled and then they worked. So let's hope that fix has lasted. But I don't know. It's the oil leak is the major concern, whether that's a failure or not. Everything else, I guess, is in the hands of the MOT gods. Fingers crossed, everybody. Let's go. So back in storage, and we have an MOT fail certificate. So that's not great. The good news is what it's failed on is not a major issue. So battery insecure, headlamp too high, exhaust leak, oil leak, and the exhaust insecure. The good thing is that's all fairly simple fixes. The guy at the garage reckons that it just needs a new oil pressure switch, a bit of spot welding on the exhaust, new washer and a new strap for the battery, and we'll be good to go. So Sophia is going back to the garage next Tuesday to have those things investigated and hopefully repaired. So in just over a week, hopefully I'll be holding a proper MOT certificate and not a fail certificate. So it's probably better than we hoped for. Still a fail, but fingers crossed we'll be talking to you in a week's time and Sophia will be good to go for another year. So not all bad news. Right, here we go. So it is time to get Sophia down to the garage for her MOT repairs. Hopefully she'll get through the MOT this week. First thing I'd like to do is get her off the storage compound. But given the rain we've had this weekend, that's not going to be an easy fix. So she started all right. So I've got standing water right to the front of the van, and once I get on the track it should be alright. Just over there, I don't know if you can see that, that is full of water over there. Something else. Good girl, Sophia. So I promised you in the last bit that I would be stood with an MOT certificate, and there is the said MOT certificate. So Sophia has passed, she's gone through, the little jobs that needed to be done were done. She's also had another oil change, and this time the filter's on. So Sophia is ready to start 2024 with a bang. We do have a few jobs that we want to do before we go on any big trips. So I'm going to make a start on those now. Some of them will have to wait for the warmer weather, and you'll get to see that hopefully in future videos. But for now, I've got a leak in the wastewater tank that I tried to fix last year in situ because I didn't fancy having to take it off. But that didn't work 100%, it is better. But today I'm going to try and take off the water tank that's been stuck up there for 34 years, get that down and see if I can repair that. So people don't like it when your wastewater is dripping where you stood. So let's see if we can get that off and get it repaired. Let's go. Okay, so I've been underneath. I couldn't drop the tank like I wanted to without removing two very rusty and old bolts, and I didn't have the kit to do that. So I've tried to resin it again in place. So I'll do another layer on that in a second, and then we'll test it out when it's all dried and see if it's still leaking. I think I'll probably just keep resining until it's, or at least the leak's not coming out the bottom. But another couple of jobs done. Just replacing the tape on the broken window, looking at getting a replacement for that very soon. And the bumper, which was a bit shaky and loose, is all tightened up. So getting jobs done. So that's where it was leaking from. And that's resin fiberglass applied. We'll see if that leaks. Not the tidiest job because it's difficult to do upside down, but hopefully that's where I had the leak. Hopefully that's cured it. And that's the bolt I didn't fancy taking out. We'll wait for the resin to dry and see if that's going to stop the leak.
So that's all the jobs done on Sophia. We're just going to go and book a campsite for next weekend. So if you've liked this video, don't forget to give us a big fat thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And we will see you in the next one.